everyone. My name is Lakshmi. I'm your English communication and personality development expert. I'm teaching at Skylark Institute of Travel. Now, students, this was one introduction of mine. The second introduction is, hello everyone. My name is Lakshmi and I'm your English communication and personality development expert. I have been teaching at Skylark Institute of Travel for many years now, and I have helped many students to make a bright career in the airline, travel, tourism, and hospitality sectors. This is the second one. Do you find the difference? Do you know? It is because of my body gestures and my face expressions, you would have got the difference for sure. And that is why today in this lesson, we are going to talk about body language. Importance of understanding body language. So let's begin. So students, the experts say that communication is more of your body language, which is like more than 60%. It is only 7% of what you say. Like you would have observed, I said the same thing in both my introductions, but my body gestures and the tone of it. Now 30% of tone really matters in what you speak and how you speak. So instead of giving more importance to the words that come out of your mouth, it should be the way you speak and your body gestures, your facial expressions, and of course the tone, the right tone. So today I'm going to give you a few tips on how you can improve your body language so that you are able to make very powerful and positive impression on others. And also you can change the others' responses towards you. So let's begin with the tips. The first tip says that to feel more confident, you need to have power pose. Like say for example, as you can see on the screen, now when you are feeling very stressed out, a very good way of getting out of that stress would be to stand in an expansive position. Say for example, you can, stretch your legs apart and you can also stretch your arms apart and you can take a deep breath. Hold it for 2 minutes and I'm sure you will feel very, very confident, and that is called a power pose. Also, the way you stand should be purposeful. It's not that you're just there loitering around, having a very casual attitude. No, if you have a purposeful way of standing, then it really makes a lot of difference in your confidence. Now let's understand how your body language matters when you are in a group discussion or an interview. Now इंटरव्यू तो ईजी रहता है, उसमें क्या होता है, पर्सनल राउंड है, सिर्फ आप बात कर रहे हैं, आप इंटरव्यूअर से बात कर रहे हैं. जब आप ग्रुप डिस्कशन राउंड में जाते हैं, यू आर पुट इन अ सिचुएशन वेयर यू आर इन अ सोशल सिचुएशन जहां आप दूसरों के साथ हैं. सो व्हाट इंटरव्यूअर इज ट्राइंग टू जज इज कि आप सोशल सिचुएशंस में कैसे हैं. ना प्रॉब्लम ये होती है कि बच्चे हमारे पास आते हैं और कहते हैं मैम ग्रुप डिस्कशन राउंड तो बहुत अच्छा हुआ मेरा. I really did very well in group discussion round. I put my point across really well. But मेरा selection नहीं हुआ. अब वो क्यों नहीं हुआ? I will tell you. Now generally students what they do is when it is their turn to talk, they are really, they put their point across really well. बहुत अच्छी तरह बोला. But when it is the other person's turn to talk, either they are, fiddling with their watch or they are looking at the time कि और कितना time रह गया है. They also have a tendency to look into WhatsApp messages, or they are looking at other people and wanting to see कि बाकी लोग उस speaker की तरफ कैसे respond कर रहे हैं. Do you know these gestures and this body language can be actually a cause of your not being selected in the interview. Not many people know this, but it is a fact that because you have not responded well or your body language was not very positive during the group discussion, and that is why you did not get selected. So I would suggest when you are in the group discussion round, whoever is the speaker, even if आपका अगर chance खत्म भी हो गया, whoever is the speaker, turn around towards that speaker, look at that person, have eye contact, nod your head, smile, tilt your head, and you have to look interested in the other person's talk as well. If you do that, you bring about this change in you, it is really going to help you a lot. The third tip is a good firm handshake. Do you know, before this situation of lockdown and this virus coming in, handshake was supposed to be a very important factor and the first impression that a person forms about you when you meet that person officially. So it was said that you have to practice a very firm and good handshake. उससे क्या होता है, आपका एक trust build होता है अपने customer के साथ. And do you know, even statistics says that people tend to remember you 2 times more. They are 2 times more likely to remember you if they have had a good handshake with you. So I would say that yes, I am not suggesting that you go out there and handshake with everyone now, but keep this in mind that whenever you can, it should be a very firm handshake because that speaks a lot about your confidence and your professionalism. The fourth tip to you is smile. You know, again, I will tell you, this is a very, very important secret that not many people know. Whenever you go for an interview, you know, कई बार अगेन मैं कहूँगी, बच्चे कहते हैं कि मैम मेरा इंटरव्यू तो बहुत अच्छा हुआ, मैंने ग्रूमिंग भी बड़ी अच्छी की हुई थी, आई स्पोक वेरी वेल, यू नो, बट आई डिड नॉट गेट सेलेक्टेड. नाउ व्हाई? प्लीज डोंट थिंक दैट इट इज़ लक. Because of luck you did not get selected. It is because how you conducted yourself and how you spoke through your body. There are many people when you are sitting outside the interview room and you're waiting, you're in the waiting room. At that time, people generally don't smile at others. They don't smile at all. They are very serious. They are either fidgeting with their mobile phones. They are very busy on their own. They don't talk to anybody. But as soon as they are called inside the interview room, they smile. And they say that I want this job because I'm a very friendly person and I like to meet everyone. Now you know what is the reason why they did not get selected. You can speak well during the interview. You may conduct yourself very well during the interview, but it is not just what happens in that interview room, but it is your entire body language that speaks throughout the day of the interview. So please remember that when you are there, even then you have to smile. When you smile at others, they tend to smile back at you. So you have to be that contagious person who spreads smile everywhere. Now the sixth tip for you is to improve your speech. Do you know gestures and hand movements can be very important? Now, there is a brain imaging study that happens which says that there is this area called Broca's area, which is important for speech production in us. And that works not only when you're talking, but it works also when you're moving your hand and waving it. It is said that to improve your communication, it would be good if you use your hand gestures, if you use facial expressions and not talk like a robot. There are many people who speak like robots. They feel, no, we should not move our hands because we have to look professional. And there are people who even teach you that during your interview, you have to sit like this, sit like that. But then I will say, be yourself. Be yourself, move your hands. And it is also said that in group discussion, there have been studies that have been done in group discussion. They say that if you move your hand, that helps you produce more ideas and in a better way. So you are allowed to move your hand till the time they are not too much, but then move your hand and look interested and energetic. The seventh tip to you is to improve your body language. It is very important to even understand how your feet move. Give some time to even look at people's feet. Do you know, under stress, your feet move a lot. They will fidget, you will be either crossing them or you will move them a lot. So not only that you have to look at how your facial expressions are or how your hands move, but you also have to be very careful on how you place your legs. So whether you're open, you're closed, all these things are actually seen through your foot movements. Now let's have a quick recap of the do's and don'ts of body language. Okay. Now the first recap is you have to start paying attention to your own body language and also others' body language. Second, stand straight and walk purposefully. Third, smile at people. Greet them. Practice a good firm handshake. Fourth, maintain appropriate space between you and others. Sometimes we don't know how close we can get to people. So when you are in a formal situation, it is better to keep a bit of distance. You have to be at a safe distance and then talk. The next tip would be keep your hands open and also nod while listening. Maintain a good eye contact. Speak in a clear, calm and comprehensible voice. You should know when to pause. Now the problem with all of us is sometimes we don't know where to stop. I have seen students in interview, if I may ask you one question, say, tell me something about yourself. And you go on saying, my name is Lakshmi Venkatesh and I am 20 years old and I've done my schooling from this place and my hobbies are this. And you keep on adding and because you don't know where to stop. Doesn't it happen with you? Sometimes it has definitely happened with me. It is after a lot of practice that I've actually learned to restrict myself to be to the point when I am in an interview. So it would be better if you practice. आप practice करो to be to the point. आप उस चीज़ को बोल के प्रैक्टिस करके देख सकते हैं कि आप उसको क्रिस्प, शॉर्ट एंड इंटरेस्टिंग कैसे रख सकते हैं अपने जो भी आप टॉपिक पे बात कर रहे हैं. वेयर क्लोथ्स दैट आर अप्रोप्रिएट टू द ओकेजन. इंटरव्यू में जैजी कपड़े नहीं पहनने, जैजी मेकअप नहीं करना. जो अप्रोप्रिएट है उस मूड के हिसाब से, उस कल्चर के हिसाब से, इट्स ऑलवेज गुड टू वेयर क्लोथ्स लाइक दैट. यू हैव टू पे अटेंशन टू योर ओन अपीयरेंस. प्लीज make sure that you are well dressed, you are neat and you're clean. You have to also pay attention to your body odor. Not many people know, but your body odor can really play a very vital role in your confidence and also in the way people actually react to you. So please see that you use a perfume and it is not very strong. It is a mild perfume, but you're smelling good. Understand how the other person's body language is. If you can feel that the other person is, trying to hurry up things, that means that person has some other work and you have to respect everybody else's time. So see that you are on time and you are also paying attention to others' body language and interest. Now, you all are going to be in an industry like airline, travel, tourism, or even hospitality for that matter. You'll be coming across a lot of people from all around the world, from different cultures, and I'm sure they all will have a different body language. So learn to respect the other person's body language, learn to understand the cultural differences in body languages. And if you feel that somebody has a very negative body language or you can feel it, then I would suggest change the topic and go to a more positive topic where you both agree to each other more, and that will be better in your communication. And of course, if people are happy, you have happy customers, then I'm sure you will be appreciated more by your seniors and you will have a lot of times when you can also expect promotions on the basis of your happy customers. Now let's look at the don'ts quickly. and then we are going to wrap up our lesson today. Don'ts will be, first of all, that try not to stand too close to somebody, as I told you. Secondly, try not to raise your voice when you're angry. There might be times when you will be meeting people and you'll get angry at them. It would be better if you always talk in a calm and poised manner. Avoid using too much of a strong perfume, because that is really not good. Just because you want to smell good, it is not considered as professional. Avoid closed body postures, like, arms closed or legs closed. Avoid doing that, and you have to be more welcoming. Now, there are many people who don't even realize when they point fingers at others while talking. So even if somebody does not know what you're talking, but if you're pointing a finger, that's one body language which is not considered good. So you please kindly avoid doing that. Don't keep your hands in your pocket and stand. Don't think it is cool. No, professionally it is not cool. So better you keep your hands outside the pocket. Avoid frowning or biting your nails in front of others. We don't realize that sometimes, but please avoid all that. Avoid the habit of touching your face, or keep moving your hand on your hair. That's not considered professional. Such body language is really not welcomed in any industry. Now, there are some people who have this habit of fiddling with their watch, or fiddling with their cufflinks, or if they have a pen, they'll keep doing tuck, 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 and they'll keep fiddling with their pen. These gestures are not considered good. Please avoid them. Avoid looking anywhere apart from the face zone, please, because we don't realize, but sometimes our eyes goes from head to toe. Sometimes you end up checking out that person, which is not good. So, and also people can actually realize where your eyes are moving. So better you just keep your eyesight to this zone, the face zone, which is the safest when you are in a professional atmosphere. Avoid being too casual while talking, or even sitting casually when you are giving an interview, or even handling customers. Do not do that. That is not considered as a good body language. Avoid speaking too quickly. You have to be at a pace where everyone can understand you, and avoid touching others unnecessarily. I hope that these tips have been very, very, very beneficial for you. Students, do you think this was good value? It was a value lesson, isn't it? Now, you all are so fortunate to be actually learning this, because it is good to learn at this stage of your career when you're going to just start. And if you understand these things and you put them in your professional life, it is going to help you a lot. Maybe it will help you also in getting or touching great heights in your career. I will say not only these things are important in any other industry, but if I'm talking about the hospitality industry, especially aviation, travel, tourism, this is of utmost importance. So I hope that you're going to put this practically in your life and practice everything that I tell you. Each and every class is fun for me to, actually share my experiences. And all this is done so that at the end of these classes, you are the one who is the most benefited, and you are a better individual than what you were earlier. So see you in my next class. I'm going to have more important tips for you. And till then, take care of yourself and keep practicing. Bye.